Welcome back to Kleines Land, everyone, or Kleines Land. This is episode 23. I'm finishing up loading up our wool. Remember last time we were going to sell it when it topped out. It topped out at like 3,500, which isn't as good as I'd like it, but I think we'll take it still. I think it'd be nice to have that money in the bank. So we'll do that, and just loading the last bit of those pallets up there. Those are the two in the very back. We're going to try to not... This is a little tedious loading this. Nice, straps go super high. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's there we go. Okay, let's get this over to, and it should still be that price, I hope. I did do all of our fertilizing contracts as well, and I fertilized our fields another set. Those ones are good to go, but that actually probably needs, yeah, I need some fertilizer as well. I should have thrown some on that. Our grass field over there. We're still waiting for our grass to dry to hay. This is literally only a few hours after, if even that, from when I left you guys last episode. But yeah, excuse me. Let's get this stuff, get these bad boys sold off. So I'm hoping, I mean, we're gonna get a good paid out. I'm hoping to get about 70 grand here, which should probably be close to that, if not that. So we'll see. Yeah, hoping to get around the 70 grand for all of our pallets here. Wool has been paying off quite nice for us. So yeah, that'll put us up to 107. I also installed the No Man's Land placeable pack, decoration pack. So we had some options probably for like decorative houses and stuff like that. So we'll probably take a look at doing some of that here. And I'm also thinking about this field right here. I think that next year, instead of we part of our money into upgrading our farmyard, and then we buy a field, 54,000. That's the cheapest one, I believe, out and about. It's 117. Those aren't forestry. What does the P stand for? Oh, it's just a placeable area, I think. I did think about buying field 5. Maybe we'll do that. It's 54.65. That one's a little bit more expensive, but yeah, so I did think about doing that. How much is that? That's only 71 for that chunk. We could buy that, clear it out, and put a field in there. It's one of the things we want to do at some point, at least with part of that. But yeah, so yeah, either 3 or 5 we'll probably end up buying. Let's get this up over here real quick. And gotta get back over the trailer. There we go. There we go. Got those 2 sold off. Or almost. Come on. So close. All right, I've had enough of this. Beautiful. All right, yeah, 107. So right about, actually pretty much dead on 70. Fantastic. Okay, well, that is some good cash for us for our wool. I definitely can't complain about that. That was a good chunk of change there for us. So let's get back over to our farm. Yeah, we could buy this chunk of land here for 71. That actually would give us a pretty large field. We get all this land, but we were not going to be able to do anything with the area over there. But yeah, we could clear all the buildings out, because that is what I want to do eventually, is clear all these buildings. Clear all these buildings out. That does include the fuel trigger, but we can just buy fuel in the form of pallets. I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, so that is something I do want to do, because we want to own all the land on here. That's kind of one of our goals, so we do have to buy it eventually, in order to essentially accomplish our series. But yeah, we kind of just are waiting on funding now. We kind of just have to get our harvest rolling and everything like that. The thumbnail for this episode is probably going to be a sugar beet harvest. I'm assuming that'll probably be it, because that'll be pretty exciting to get that done. Oh, the thing we need to do real quick right now. We'll go grab, I got the mower just sitting over there. Probably should put that away. The thing we need to do real quick is we need to get our fruit, our full pallets of fruit, taken over to, which actually, let's just do it with this. This will just be easier than loading them into the truck, because there's more space in the back of this. Let's just do it with this. We'll just head up here. And I'm pretty sure it has super strength will toggle on automatically on here. But yeah, you can lift them without super strength, so figure that'll be okay. You don't have to be on there very good. We just want to get them over to the store so we can start selling them. There we go. Grab that guy. Come on now. There we go. This scooched up there. There we go. Okay, grab our last one. Yeah, this is much easier than loading the truck, trying to get it all perfect and everything like that. Now we could hold on to it and then sell them when we have more of them, but I mean, it just not going to change the price. The price is constant, so it makes sense just to kind of get rid of them and get them sold off. So we'll get them taken down here and get them sold off. All right, we should be able to drive around the back. We do have more land as far as we're gonna hit that. We do have more land on this little placeable area to put stuff if we want to. And again, I haven't seen comments from last episode because last episode hasn't posted yet. But there we go. Okay, sweet, we got all those done. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see as far as what we want to do with everything. We do have land there though, space to put something if we want to. I was thinking about putting like a little garage there, like a workshop. I think that actually might be might end up being what I do with that land there. We'll hold on to the greenhouse for now, but we could potentially sell the greenhouse off. That is another option for us. All right, those guys unstrapped. Let's get these guys put next to trees. Here we go, and we'll start loading them up. Ooh, geez. Go. This one, put over here. Go. And get this one. Put right there. Beautiful. Okay. All that is taken care of. So I will probably put a break in here. I'll bring you guys back in when it's time to get harvest rolling. In the meantime, I'm just going to be taking care of our sheep because, well, we want to take care of them so we can make another 70 grand next year off of them. And then I will get probably the hay taken care of off camera. Yeah, I'll probably do that because I want to do a time lapse of the sugar beet harvest is what I'm probably going to want to do. I don't want to do too much time lapse stuff. I know some of you guys don't mind, but I want to make sure I, don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again if I can avoid it. Sometimes I can't avoid it, but yeah, so hay work's got to be done. Actually, I think we just need it. We don't need to ted it. No, we don't need to ted it. That's right. We don't own a tedder because we don't need to ted it. I'm going to park this over here, I think. Use the brakes in this thing. I'm starting to get more used to them, but still at the same time, I have moments where it's not great. Just see the refill. Might as well, since we're right there. Our tank. Here we go. All right, beautiful. So yeah, I'll get the grass work done. I'll bring you guys back in probably around time for harvest. So I'll see you guys then. All right, everyone. I just did a little bit more work. I know I said I wouldn't bring you back until harvest. The hay's ready out there. What I wanted to show you, because I didn't know if some of you guys would know this or not, and I actually haven't tried it with a loading wagon, but it does work with balers, so we'll try it here. If you want to automate the process, because you can't hire a worker to do this, but you can use courseplay. So what I did was I have the windrower going around, and I saved that course. So I saved it. So if I go into courseplay and I go into courses in here, I think, or how do I load a course? Gosh. Oh boy. Here we go. Load course. So it has that course, the same course that guy that's out there on right now. Now if I go over to here, I should be able to hit at first waypoint, hit drive course with this, and it should theoretically pick it up. So there you go. This guy will drive, and the reason this works is because he's using the same course that the other guy has, and he's going to go right down the middle where the other guy did, so where the windrow is. Now, as you can see here, he's not going to get everything. We're going to miss all sorts of stuff. But he is going to do a decent job. So you see he missed a little bit there. And obviously you're going to have to unload him as you go. But I didn't know if you guys would have known that or not. But if you wanted to automate this, this works really well. It actually does work with round balers. They will stop and unload. Now what I have noticed is they usually will leave like a little chunk of hay or straw or whatever you're baling if you have them stop to unload. So it does do that. And you might say, how do you do this with straw? Well, you can do the same thing, get a windrower, which I know it's kind of counterproductive. Have a windrower go across your field that you harvested with straw on it, and then save that course, and then use something to pick it up. Now, a square baler, it works the best because it'll just dump all the square bales off behind. There we go. Now it says it needs to be unloaded, so I'm just going to go into here, and I'm going to stop driver, and now what I'm going to do is set that to current. We'll do current waypoint. So then I can just drive this guy over, unload him. I'll show you that here. We'll go over here, drive over to the hayloft. Excuse me. We'll unload him. Drive over to here. Oh, hit that. I always forget I can hit that, or I'm going to hit that. We'll get this unloaded, and then we'll drive over there. And now that it's at the current waypoint, all we have to hit is drive course once we get back over to that kind of that same area where we were at before, and it will just continue where it left off until it gets another 15,000 liters. So this makes it so, I don't know, you could, I mean, it doesn't work as well with this, obviously, because 15,000 liter capacity, and you kind of have to supervise it anyways, because, well, obviously I have to unload it, so, and it doesn't obviously make it that far before it needs to be unloaded, but it's better than nothing, you know? But drive course, he's gonna keep going. There we go. He's working on it again. So yeah, just something to mention, I thought. Obviously, it's not perfect. I'll have to go clean up the edges, just like the windrower's not going to get everything. As you can see, he's got some stuff on the edges there that he missed. But yeah, so I thought I'd just bring you guys back in. I've never kind of talked about that, I don't think, on my channel. And usually I try to teach you guys stuff as I go through if I found tips and tricks. And some of you guys might even know that you might even know of a way to do it with course play without having to do it this way. There might be a less workaround way to do it, which I don't know that way. I'm not an expert at course play, but this seems to work for me. So there you go. Anyhow, I will see you guys now when it is time to get this harvest rolling. All right, it is harvest season underway. I'm currently doing, I know these look like they're ready to harvest, but it's season. So anyhow, I am getting a fertilizing contract done here on this bad boy. Our grass is ready to mow. I harvested the oats off of there. We got a couple thousand, yeah, 2,100 liters of oats, which is pretty good. And then our sugar beets, of course, are not ready. The ones I wanted to be ready, but everything else is going good. Now, you may notice there's a new tractor on the front of this bad boy. Now, let me justify that. It was a classified, so I saved 12 grand on it. It still costs like 35,000. It's got 180 horse. What does it have? The garage. I believe this is one that recently came out in a mod pack. Yeah, it has 179 horsepower, so it's not as much as the Field Boss, but I'll keep holding on to this one. Of course, Rusty gave us. We can't get rid of that. And that one I really enjoy using, so we're not going to touch any of those. Yeah, this is kind of just the one we use around the greenhouse. This is the one we use for feeding our animals, and these are our two big field tractors here that we kind of do our field work with. But I think this recently came out on the mod hub, so it was one I wanted to use, and I like it. So yeah. But yeah, canola's underway, getting harvested, and the grass is getting mowed over there, so I figured I'd work on those couple of things while we're, you know, waiting for the sugar beets obviously to be ready. So hopefully the sugar beets are ready to go soon. I'm going to turn that into hay again, so it should have time to be able to dry. My guess is tomorrow it'll be good to go. But yeah, it's not going to rain for even longer than the last time we did this, so park this guy and put it there. But yeah, look at that. It just looks fantastic. Beautiful tractor. Check on our stuff we got going on here. Okay, we're almost got another full load of pears and stuff, or all of our fruits and whatnot. But yeah, so stuff is underway. I'm just bringing you in for an update. Hopefully we'll have a time lapse this episode. I don't even know what's going to go on anymore. Hop in here. How's you doing? 2,500 liters. Yeah, I mean, we're getting stuff done. Canola's going to get harvested. I'll do the rest of this off camera. You guys have seen me harvest enough to understand all that stuff. But actually, let's accept that contract. It's done. What is growing on there? It's almost ready to harvest. Is that soybean? Well, why don't we just buy that field? Yeah, let's do it. Let's buy it. All right, we own another field. So another field purchased, taken care of, good to go. We will harvest that field as well. That's why I figured we might as well buy it. I just did a fertilizing contract on it, so it should be pretty good to go as far as, yeah, it's fully fertilized. Doesn't require plowing. This does require plowing. I'm not going to worry too much about it. That's going to require plowing after this. This one needs lime. Ugh. I could probably work on getting some of that done as well once we get harvesting this, since we have the international. Might as well start you up and get the lime spreader put on. Just makes sense to get that done. Plowing's not required on there, and we have a direct drill, so it doesn't matter anyways. Actually, what I might do is throw a layer of fertilizer down first after I get the harvest done. And then we can throw lime on top of that, and then when we go to plant it, we'll get our second layer of fertilizer on that field already good to go. So that actually just makes a little bit more sense with getting everything done and not wasting anything. I think that should work. Theoretically, that should work. Should work. He's doing good over there getting that field done. Electric tractor zooming away. But yeah, we'll wait until I get him completely harvested off of here. We did get a great demand for wool, but it was a really crappy price. Yeah, it's still going on. It was like 2,900 a little bit ago, so yeah, I'm not worried about that. Now, sugar beets prices aren't great, so the other option is we invest in a biogas plant and store the sugar beets for now, which actually I don't even know if we have. I gotta check again. Some cheap tractors in here. We don't need any more tractors, though. We have so many tractors. I just want to keep buying them. Is there any equipment that we could potentially buy? Always, I've been checking almost every day, if not every day, to see if there's like a sugar beet piece of equipment that'll, which we can talk about that actually as well right now. But what was I going to check? Oh yes, for silo and crop storage, we could put them outside. I mean, that is an option. I don't want to do that. Those are selling stations there. Could do that. Hold see, the potato cellar holds sugar beets, but only holds 15,000 liters. So that's not going to do hardly. I mean, as much as I would love to use that, just not going to do the trick. Unfortunately, we're probably going to start getting pretty pricey pretty quick. Grain silo. Well, we do have the BGAs in here now as well, which those ones, though the no man's land ones, I don't believe will hold or take. Don't think they take whatchamacallit. Oh, this holds sugar beet. It's a silo extension. That would add the sugar beet to our current silo. I mean, we'd want to invest over here with this. How much does that add? 160,000. I mean, that would be a lot better. So we could do like put the potato cellar down. Where's that at? Potato cellar. How big is that? Not very big. We could put that down with that silo extension next to it to kind of have that set up. So maybe we'll invest in that. That way we can store it, and then hopefully, because we'll get basically double that. So we should get 450 per 1,000 liters if we take them over to a BGA and sell them that way. So that would probably be preferable. How's this guy doing? 66%. All right, he's making it. But yes, that'd probably be preferable to selling them for, you know, I mean, 222 at a good price. So, because yeah, what is the prices for sugar beets normally? Yeah, 260. Yeah, so 222 is a really good price for sugar beets. So, yeah, I mean, and I don't know what we're gonna get off of a field. As far as sugar beet equipment goes, let's actually talk about that as well. Yeah, looking at time for this episode, we might be wrapping up here soon. We might, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, anyhow, we might just wrap up with what we got going on now, which is what it is. Beet technology. So, harvester dig sugar beets out of the ground. The cop, I like this one. Harvester dig sugar beets to the ground. Helm toppers needed prior. For all those Helm toppers needed prior. I think that one at 6. That one only runs at 3 though. So those ones theoretically are better options. So maybe we'll use that guy. And then four sugar beets can be harvested. Foliage and Halem top, like that's the cheapest Halem topper we got. Yeah, so we'd probably go with that Halem topper. So 16/8, we're looking at $500 for that. Not harvest sugar beets. I wonder what that does. But that'll spit them out on the ground. So yeah, that will probably be, this little beet picker will be probably what we end up using, which that one actually looks pretty cool. I wanted to use that one. But it doesn't work as fast, so it's just not going to work as good for our farm. And then we could use like this to pick stuff up off the ground, but we're probably not going to end up doing that. We're probably just going to have to get a bucket, quite honestly, which front loader wise, there should be decent sized bucket. We should be able to get something with like at least 5,000 liters somewhere in there. I got 750 out. There should be something in here we can get with like 5,000 or so liters. That's the Stoll. The base game one's not gonna have very much. 450. Stoll one's not gonna have very much. Central discharge hopper bucket, pretty cool. There's some cool buckets in here actually as well. 2,000, but we just need the biggest 1,000 sugar beets and potatoes. Just there's $2,500. Okay, so multi-purpose. I mean, we're getting bigger and bigger. Raptor bucket, we don't need that, but that's 2,500. Seriously, the biggest. We might want to get. We might even look into getting a skid steer or a wheel loader. We could get this. You guys have always asked or told me to try this guy out. I never have tried it, and this would actually fit really well in our series here. So we could do that and then get like a 5,000 liter bucket. That would improve our pickup. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments if I haven't already made the decision, because the next episode will be here. We don't have to pick the beets off the field after we get them harvested necessarily right away. So it's not, is that guy seriously stuck there? He didn't get stuck before. Oh, I think I only did 3 rows on the outside. I'll have to fix him in a second. But anyhow, guys, we have, looking at time-wise, I think we are going to get ready to wrap up this episode. So yeah, on that note, if you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.